So the journey within continues. I had quite unusual experience today, which I wanted to share. So it looks like my order to subconscious a few days ago to communicate with me through dreams is still happening. So I had a dream where I was accused of doing something that I didn't do, that I didn't remember doing. Anyway, the situation was quite serious, and at least that's what I thought. After all, it was just a dream. But in the end, I ended up admitting to doing something that I didn't do, and I felt like guilty, kind of like angry, kind of like the mixture of the two emotions. And then I woke up. Now, when I woke up, I'm not making this up. I started to hear in my head the breath track music from one of Dr. Drjoedispenza meditations. And I was like, I recognize this music, which music it is. And then it hit me, it's actually the breath track from pineal gland meditation. And oddly enough, I woke up at exactly 4 a.m. in the morning, which is exactly the time Joe Dispenza is advising to wake up on if you want to do pineal gland meditation, because you have much more melatonin in your system, which can then divert into different particles which can basically influence your body. So it was quite unusual in itself, and usually I have this like nasty habit of waking up and grabbing the phone and scrolling it, but because I heard that music in my head, it was like quite intense. I decided not to, do my usual thing. I just went into this meditation right away. And when this breath track started playing, I had confirmation definitely that was the music that I heard. So it was quite unusual. It never happened before to me, and I've been doing his meditations for over 2 years. Anyway, I kind of understood that my subconscious wanted to tell me that I am addicted to guilt, that I have self-guilt in me. So my intention for that meditation was to pull the guilt out of my body, just like he teaches in his supernatural book. When he says pull your mind out of the body, something like that. So it basically, the breath helps you to channel those lower emotions upwards and then release them in the end. Whether I succeeded or not, I'm not sure. I'm still in a river of change. I'm still catching myself over different kind of like negative patterns that I have. However, during this meditation, after the breath, I could see clearly situations from my own life where I use these situations to feel guilty about what I have done or maybe what have happened. So I guess somehow maybe the breath worked and I somehow worked through certain situations from my life. And sometimes it's actually good to observe them. And I actually was observing them without being emotionally invested. And I was trying to look at the situations from my life from this observer kind of perspective, where you can kind of like have distance to it and somehow find a way in the situation from a different perspective. So for example, you said something unfavorable to someone, or you did something that wasn't exactly okay and you felt guilty about it, but when you looked at the context, you've been out of balance because something happened to you, and at that point of time you couldn't react differently, so that was your best for that moment. And I think it's important to remember we all make mistakes and no one is perfect, and you will make many mistakes forward, and from the mistakes you actually can learn and can correct yourself and have some certain understanding about yourself. So without errors, there is no evolution. So you kind of need to fuck up. Sorry for my French, but that's how life is. So that's basically what I wanted to talk about. And thank you very much for watching. If you like my content, like and subscribe. And see you next time. Bye bye.